Good afternoon and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Providence Holy Cross Medical Center and Comfort Keepers in Home Care. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Thomas Polucki.
on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving quality of life. And speaking of seniors, we have the one and only, operator, CEO, High Mucky Muck of the Senior Center of Santa Clarita, or the Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center. There we go.
Hey, great to be with
I've
you.
had too much to drink today already.
Okay.
Too much
We all
eggnog.
got our issues. Anyway, nice to be with you,
Yes,
Barbara.
yes,
Dr.
and you
Tom,
look
nice to
all
be with you.
festive.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Yes,
holidays.
and you
Always
are all
good to have you here.
festive.
Thank you.
Yes, everybody can see him.
So I heard we're being beamed directly into the Bella Vida.
Yes, we are. The dining hall Bella Vida. You can wave to our
Oh,
friends
my
out
God.
there. About
Hi,
250
everybody.
people. And we're broadcasting live into Bella Vida today. So that's wonderful.
Okay, so what is going on in the dining hall besides us, which is all that really matters, in the dining hall at Bella Vida right
Well,
now?
if you walked in today, it's a nice rainy day. The
Yeah.
fireplace is going on the
Oh,
left.
nice.
Oh, yes.
The 18-foot Christmas tree, you'll be entertained by that. We got the Hanukkah bush going on.
Nice.
And then people are just welcomed into our dining hall. On the big screen, when we're not broadcasting KHTS, we have a nice little fireplace going on. And
Nice.
people are just enjoying each other's company. And
Right.
as they're enjoying each other's company, our wonderful servers and our staff are serving them a delicious meal today. So they're going to town.
So it is lunchtime, yes?
It is lunchtime.
Oh, there
Well,
you go.
that place is packed. Absolutely packed.
Even in the rain, they're coming
Yes.
out.
Oh, I'm sure they
So
are.
We have some light music going on.
Nice.
And different people have their different tables. And then we have some newcomers come in every day, and they get welcomed and they get seated at a table. And it's really to enjoy each other's company for a couple of hours every day with delicious food from our chefs. They've been cooking since 5:30 this morning.
Ouch.
Yeah. And they have been at it, and so we're so proud of them and that team. They care about every single meal.
Yeah.
Because I always have the last meal. So the first meal is going to be just high quality as the last meal. And
Nice.
they just do a great job, and our servers are hustling. And I think the nice thing we see about the holidays is that the spirit's a little bit different. And that spirit of gratefulness and gratitude is coming out because so many people, and a lot of our seniors are thanking our staff during this time of year. It's kind of special for each individual staff person to receive that thanks and acknowledge it. And,
That's awesome.
they do work pretty hard for those folks.
Yeah.
And it's a very grateful population. I think we're so lucky that our seniors are very, very grateful and let us know. And that doesn't always happen in life, as you know.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised just in the general public. For whatever reason, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself, it doesn't seem so crazy. It doesn't seem like the holiday angst, the Cabbage Patch Kid frenzy that everybody has to go out and do battle in order to. I don't even know how Black Friday went. Because so many people just don't do it anymore, and now it's all basically just click a button.
Well, what was Black Friday? Or what is Black Friday?
It started off just the day after Thanksgiving, but then they started moving it up and moving it up and moving it up to where people were camping out in front of the stores Thursday
To get the sales?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's usually, there may be one or two really good deals, but it's mostly just, a reason
Same old.
to have people go nuts. And that is the one thing I am grateful about. I don't think that's happening anymore.
You know what's going nuts?
What's going nuts?
What's going nuts is the volunteers that are helping us out these days.
Awesome.
And we have
In a good way?
In a great way. We have some members of the community. We have the Santa Clarita Valley Quilt Guild. Never heard of them before, but they made 550 placemats and 36 blankets for seniors who we sent home with our homebound seniors.
That's
So
awesome.
Santa Clarita Valley Quilt Guild, a shout out to them. The Assistance League comes in with treats every year. They've been wonderful year
Oh,
after
yeah.
year.
That-
So when you're
that's
saying it's not be crazy at the stores, I'll tell you where it's crazy. It's these volunteers getting.
Well,
their-
that's crazy in a good way.
And then the Girl Scouts. I got the Girl Scout troop
Okay.
6252 and 1882. They do something called the Boxes of Blessings. And they make boxes that they send to the homebound seniors. So every day going out for our homebound seniors are gifts and gifts and gifts from all these wonderful small organizations. The Jiu-Jitsu Club, the Checkmat Valencia Jiu-Jitsu Club gave us a van full of food for them. The
Nice.
Saugus Key Club came in. And then 5 Point came in big with Don Kimball and his team, and they donated 100 turkeys.
Wow.
And that was last week, and we delivered 100 turkeys to families who needed them, and they could cook them.
Nice.
And then we put a bag of fixings on the side, so they have the
Aw.
stuffings and mashed potatoes and a couple of healthy things, corn and things like that. And they were delivered to 100 families who are cooking those turkeys for Thanksgiving. So shout out to 5 Point and Don Kimball.
That's amazing. So it's important to know. I didn't know that. I know I just got the appeal letter for the first time, Kevin.
All right, the annual appeal letter.
I got and I know that is a way that people can financially support you, but I didn't know that you accepted donations.
And these
Is that
groups-
typical, or is that kind
No,
of a new
that's typical.
thing?
We appreciate them, especially when they gear them towards the homebound seniors.
Sure.
I think that's the most special thing. Those people are trapped in their homes during the holidays. They get our meal every day. But then since our drivers are out there and talking to them during the holidays, all of a sudden they're bringing them gifts and gifts and gifts, and they feel extra special.
Nice.
Because they might not have the same Christmas or Hanukkah that we all do, but they feel extra special during the holidays because of our Meals on Wheels program, and all of our care managers are behind the scenes making things happen to those folks. So some really special things are going on that
That
we're
is
not
very
fully
cool.
aware of.
Yeah, well, I'm involved with the emotional care group,
Yes.
going there and sharing, and also getting a list of seniors who are homebound, and I call them every day, and call some in the morning and some in the afternoon, and they're so thankful to hear from somebody.
Yeah.
And we sit and chat, what you've been doing, how was your weekend, that kind of stuff. And they're really happy to hear my voice.
Yes.
And because they'll say, is this Barbara?
So, Barb, you've been involved with the Senior Center from its inception.
Yeah, I was one of the inceptors.
Yeah.
That's a word.
What kind of training, though, would someone need if they wanted to make those calls? Like you just said, like you make calls every day to talk to homebound seniors. Is there a program, or you just are checking in, saying,
Just
"Hi, how are
check.
you doing?"
Yeah, I'm a volunteer at the Senior Center.
Got it.
And I'm calling to check to see how you're doing today and how your week was, and what's happening for the weekend. What are you doing for Christmas? That kind of thing.
And Barbara's backed by our support services team and Suzanne
gotcha,
Nelson.
yeah,
And she
okay.
gets with our care managers, and they give her a list of people to call.
Yeah.
And they definitely work on what to say and share.
Yeah.
But it's that voice on the other end saying, someone's calling me
Yeah.
during this time. And it's really even past the holidays, frankly.
Yeah.
It's 365 days a year we're out there. But it's nice for them to hear, especially during this time of year, and to hear a voice like Barbara's saying, how are you, without an agenda, without trying to sell them anything. It's like, how you doing? And when Barbara says, how you doing, you better answer.
Absolutely. Well, some of them don't answer. I have maybe 5, 6 of my group who let it go to voicemail. And I leave my message, who I am, and
Right.
who I'm representing and where I'm from. And but they still never answer the phone.
Right. Well, but they get
There's
your,
a
they
whole
get your
bunch.
voicemail.
Yeah,
so that's okay.
that's true. That's true. But I'm thinking, why don't you answer the phone?
Right.
It shows up.
Yeah, well, maybe they
it's
don't hear
fine.
it, or maybe they can't get to the phone. You don't know. You don't know. But leaving the message is important.
Well,
because
that's what I do
eventually,
every
they'll
time
hear
is
it.
That's
leave
nice.
a message.
Yeah.
But I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of fun talking to some of these seniors and finding out what they're doing and what they aren't able to do. And that's when I refer them to, somebody call Suzanne at the Senior Center,
And what's the number there?
259-9444.
All right.
661 area code. Are you kidding me? That's right. That number I will never forget.
Hey, Barbara sparked the thought because I
Yeah,
have a
go.
story I wanted to share of a we call it a mission moment at the senior
Aw.
center. So before any of our management team meets together, we share a mission moment of something that's impacted lives of seniors. And they wanted me to share one. I was like, okay, this is a short story. I'll shorten it up. So the woman lives in Arizona, right? She calls the senior center to apply for home delivered meals or Meals on Wheels for her father. He lives in a mobile home park in Santa Clarita and wanted to know what services were available. It was explained to us that he lost his wife 3 years ago, has macular degeneration, which means losing his eyesight, right? He's almost blind. Our team went out to visit him personally and check how he was, and he hasn't been able to clean much since he lost his wife and part of his eyesight. So the housework is struggling, and he hasn't been out of his house except to go to doctor's appointments. So our team went in. He's also a veteran. So we hooked him up with the Blind Veterans Association, which is a great group that I love in Santa Clarita. And they started working with him to give them the support. So it was his local veterans helping him out and to help him build a new life. So he's been educated on how to live with his impairments, what resources are available to him by our care managers. And now he's getting home delivered meals. He's got our
Nice.
Meals on Wheels route and visited daily by our drivers and also getting our phone calls. And, it's one life at a time sometime, but as they called him, it's Mr. M. He was
Right,
really well taken care of.
Nice.
And one story at a time. And it's just, the word has to get out that we are here for you. Our team is crackerjack and they'll go out and support you. And if we can change one person at a time, we darn will.
Yeah.
And it's very, very nice. So I think it's a nice holiday reminder to everybody. You have those veterans out there that are struggling, but we can connect them.
Yeah, and you are an example of what senior centers should be everywhere, because they're not like this everywhere. But I know you're very willing to share how you do it and what you do with any other group out there.
Yeah, it's more than just a senior center. I mean, what I just described is not a senior
No,
center.
I know.
But there's a whole lot more besides our Zumba classes and our Tai Chi classes going on in our lunch program. But we try to round out the whole thing. And our handy workers are out there in the rain today fixing somebody's home for the holidays.
Right, yeah.
So that's the package that we are lucky in Santa Clarita Valley to be able to offer to our whole community. And we keep reaching out for more and more services. Our day program for folks with Alzheimer's still has openings. So we're reaching out to the community as well, that we can provide services for folks with Alzheimer's as well. So lots of activities and opportunities out there, but we need to spread the word.
Right.
We spread the word through radio and media as much as we can. We spread the word through our annual appeal letter and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. So what is the year's coming to an end? Like, we've got 2 weeks left.
Right.
That's it. And that's the end of 23. What are there any special things going on right now between now and the
we
end
had a
of the
fun
year?
night the other night because we hosted Special Olympics. So Special Olympics had their Christmas party with us.
Nice.
And the place never danced that much in a long time. So we were dancing the other night till late, and that was fun. We have a special salmon meal tomorrow, another special lunch on Friday. Friday we consider Christmas Eve in a way.
Aw.
And then fast forward to next Friday, we consider that New Year's Eve. It's a couple days early.
Right.
But we drop the ball at noon, okay?
At
So you don't have
noon.
to stay up.
That's about my
So
speed.
on the big screen, the ball drops. We have our sparkling cider that goes out, and the chef is preparing a special meal for that. And we're just going to celebrate together because that's when all of us as friends and seniors are all together.
Yeah, not
So-
too many people going out at midnight on December 31st.
Well, we're going to celebrate a little bit early.
There
and
you go.
Ryan Seacrest can do his thing on the radio,
There
but
you
we are
go.
going to be rocking a Bella Vida on Friday, and he's missing
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
That's his loss.
that's right.
That's right. So yeah, lots of different things coming up for seniors, and we're excited about the new year too.
Yeah. So what do we see in 24 special coming up?
We have a new plan coming up. We have a new 5-year plan that we're unveiling for the senior center of where we want to go and what trajectory we want to go in. A lot of our focus in the future is going to be on seniors who are truly in need and neglected and isolated, and we're going to put a lot more focus into those seniors who we can't necessarily reach easily. And,
Right.
and that's going to be one of our focuses.
Oh, all right.
So
Ambitious.
ambitious, right?
Well,
But
one
we'll
of
need the
the-
community to help us reach out.
Yeah.
And each of you
Yeah.
have a tentacle in the community to say, yeah, no, I know a senior in need. You might not know about that senior.
Right.
or maybe people with disabilities who happen to be are seniors as well.
Did you just call me a squid?
No. Did I?
You said I got tentacles in the community. I'm like, wait a second.
branches out. Okay.
What?
I
It's
thought,
a holiday
what?
week. We can
There
call
you
each
go.
other what we want.
I couldn't resist. Okay, so salmon tomorrow. And New Year's at noon. I love that. That's going to be my new thing.
We'll be celebrating that. And then coming up in January, we got our bingo is back. So we're doing bingo again. We have Elvis is coming to town.
Oh.
So our monthly concert is Elvis. I'm not sure if it's sold out yet, but we have a nice, we just booked acts through June of our monthly concert series in the ballroom.
So
And
is that a fixed, like the first Friday or whatever?
it changes every month
changes.
depending on when
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acts can make it.
Gotcha.
So we just had the Beach Boys tribute band came. They rocked
Nice.
us out for the holidays. Elvis is coming. The Traveling Wilburys are coming. So we have a nice lineup going through, and it's just an easy, special night for everyone to come out and
That's
enjoy each other's
awesome.
company. Yeah,
The traveling Oovies? did you say?
Wilburys.
Wilburys.
Wilburys. It was a super group back in the 90s.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, Dr. Dill.
Some Beatles, Roy Orbison, Bob Dylan, Tom Petty.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never
Barbara,
listened
just
to
come.
that.
You'll have a good time, Barbara. You don't have to know who they are. You'll have a good time. You'll be singing along, and you won't even know it.
And this is all in the cars
No,
or
it's
inside?
in Bella Vida. The ballroom is.
It's in the
We have
in
a
the
full
actual
stage,
building.
the best sound system in the city.
Oh, I know you. I
and
know you
come
do.
and enjoy that.
But I've been to some of the outside ones
Right. No,
too.
the outside days are over.
Oh, they are?
Yes, they're done.
Yeah.
We're
it's-
inside. It's comfortable.
Yeah, it's cold and rainy out.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
cold and rainy out. Thank you.
during the summertime you can have it outside.
Yes, we may do something in the summer. We'll have to see.
because that was fun. Being able to sit in your car and watch this massive screen
Yep.
and
So-
have people come up and what would you like?
We take good care of you,
Oh,
inside or
yes,
outside.
yes, absolutely.
Anyway, can we go back to our annual
Yeah,
appeal
yeah,
campaign?
please,
'Cause
please,
this
please.
is one day a year, we send out a letter called the Annual Appeal Campaign.
Yep.
It says if you can give and support us, we're a private nonprofit organization. And again, we've pushed this out. We're getting a really great response this year. It's a very
Good.
giving community. And people got it in the mail or it was handed to them. You can go to our website. And the first thing you're going to see, you can see a Donate Now button, and it says Annual Appeal Campaign on
There
that.
you go.
So before you do your taxes, before December 31st, make a donation to the Senior Center. It's all tax deductible and helps keep our programs going. It's so important.
Yeah. So this is the first time, I mean, you've been a guest here for a while, but this is the first time that I actually got the letter. So tell us a little bit about the annual appeal campaign because I knew about it, but this is the first time I actually saw it. So
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people are like me
Right.
that never don't even know what you're talking about right now.
It's just your one time a year to give. It's really a donation.
It's a fun
campaign.
drive.
It's a fun drive
For
for the operations of the Senior Center.
a very worthy nonprofit, local Santa Clarita. It all stays here
All stays here to help our seniors here.
to help our seniors. You are partially funded by the state, partially funded by the local government, but you still have a lot of mouths to feed,
We do.
literally.
We do.
Literally.
And this helps us make that happen.
And
Yeah, love
please
it.
donate. Please donate because the seniors need the help and they're so welcomed. That place is incredible. I've been there many times and it's just a wonderful place. It really is. And everyone is so friendly. I mean, the ladies, when you walk in that door, the ladies behind there, hi, how are you doing today? Good to see you. You know, whether they know your name or not. They're beginning to know my name.
They should. They should. The welcome mat is open.
Yeah, so we, Kevin, always a pleasure to have you here. We'll do our best to get the word out to as many people. Right now, the annual appeal campaign is going on. So people who did not get the letter can just go to the website. What's that website?
myscvcoa.org.
Awesome. And the phone number, Barb?
661-259-9444.
Awesome.
There.
Thank you, Kevin MacDonald, SCV Senior Center. You're listening to the Senior Hour, KHTS 98.1, AM 1220, hometownstation.com.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Thomas Polucki, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And our guest now is Rose Upshaw from Preferred Glass and Windows.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it's good to see you again. It
Happy
seems like it was
holidays.
just yesterday.
Can't be soon enough.
Where does the time go? I mean, it completely disappears when you're having fun.
Yes. I hope
you
you've
go.
been having fun, especially
yes.
during the holidays.
That's why it's disappearing.
It's
going
good
too
to have you
fast.
back, Rose. I know last time you were here, you were talking about a special discount for seniors. This is the time of year that people are more aware of drafty windows.
Of course.
That's a good one. And it may be a little late in the game for people to be making the home improvements for the holidays. But then there's the parties that, stuff gets broke, like
Yes.
mirrors and windows and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about the promotion for seniors.
Yes, it is a
please.
promotion for seniors. Yes, happy to. So we are extending our 15% off special for seniors. So this is a deal for seniors. If you need any improvements, so like you said, if something gets broken during the holidays, you have family around, you definitely do not want to have broken glass or drafty windows or, doors or windows that are not fully functional. When you have your family in town, you want to be able to focus on the holidays and enjoy your family. So we are extending this deal for installed products. So that's 15% off the installation. Whatever you need. Windows, mirrors, glass tabletops, glass cabinets. I know sometimes those grandkids come around a little bit rambunctious, so things can break.
Whack, shatter.
Right? In my family, it's always my older brother who breaks things.
Right.
And so we have this running joke that he ruins Thanksgiving every year because something breaks every single time. So if you have one of those,
So he's coming for Christmas and he's going to break things again? Oh, dear.
it'll be at my house, so you don't have to worry about it. But I know he can't be the only one. So if things break, Preferred Glass is here. Of course, we'll be closed Christmas Day and the day after. We'll be closed for New Year's and the day after. But you can still reach out to us.
That means you'll
especially
get a
on those
4-day weekend.
Yes.
Wow, that doesn't happen very often.
No.
It really
Excited about
doesn't.
that. But
4 days.
we still check the phones. So I want to be clear
Okay.
because, again, glass can be an emergency sometimes. If
Yeah.
a window breaks or if there's shards everywhere and something really needs to be fixed immediately, we still do take after hours calls. And we may have to get back to you the next day, but you can still reach out and leave a message. The number is 661-255-1170.
That's right.
And
That's
Preferred
what I
Glass,
had
we're
here.
local.
That's
it.
awesome. So coming up in 24,
Yes.
you've got something interesting. I don't know how many businesses take advantage of the fact that this is kind of a college town, that we do have a couple of colleges here, and they do have intern programs where students have to get some internship somewhere. And in small businesses, which is where I believe most of the new economy is going, to small businesses, there's a lot that you have to learn in order to, work in that kind of a setting. So you said that you may
Yes.
be offering an internship.
Yes. So I feel exactly the same way. And I remember when I was in college, to be able to learn and have a hands-on internship experience was invaluable. So at Preferred Glass, we are opening our doors up to offer opportunities to college students age 18 and up to come learn about the inner workings of a business. So if anyone's interested in entrepreneurship and construction specifically, it'll be an awesome opportunity. We're working with some programs, so it may be a part-time paid program, or it may be college credit, depending on how the details get worked out. But I wanted to announce it here for the holidays so
That's
that
awesome.
if anyone's grandchildren are interested, they can reach out to us. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think every business should take advantage of internship.
I agree.
If it's possible within the structure of your business in order to do that, I think it's great. And to know that, the crafts like construction, like electricity, plumbing,
Yeah.
people think differently about this now than ever before. It is so hard to find good
A good plumber.
a good
Right.
plumber, a
Yes.
good
with-
electrician,
yeah.
a
Yes.
good, and I think it is a lost art. And
Yeah.
I love that, your glass company is offering an internship. I think that's great.
Thank you. We're very excited about it. And I agree with you with technology and AI, all this artificial intelligence. There are a lot of high tech, very attractive options that appeal to a lot of people, but we still need very highly skilled,
Yes.
hands-on
Yes.
tradespeople as well.
Oh, yes.
So I'm excited to, open this opportunity. And I also want to mention for any other businesses that may be curious about it, the different programs we've been talking to, some of them even offer their own insurance. So they offer insurance, they offer payment incentives where they will pay the students. So it may not even, come out of the business's budget. So I want to encourage a lot of, small businesses around to look into it because it's really a win-win situation. And I think that's one of the ways that you really know if you know your stuff is can you teach it to someone,
Right.
So I'm excited to get some young energy in the shop and, just show people what we do.
Well,
It's
I know
also-
that COC offers workshops and things like that, and for various instructions to different, businesses. I know that because I've had them come over to my place to do different things, as an intern, and it's helping them and helping me, And but it's well worth it looking into it and having young people go into a business and learn how to do it.
Yeah.
A mechanic learn how to fix an engine. Learn how to put a window in
Yeah.
and secure it, and make it so that it doesn't have little holes here that the wind comes flying through.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's what happens.
So the brilliance about this, about focusing on the trades,
Yeah.
is there's a big push on everything internet, everything technology,
Yes.
everything digital. Here's the thing, that could be done by anyone, anywhere on the planet that doesn't have to pay the kind of rent that we
Right.
do here in Santa Clarita. So if you're putting all your energy into believing that this is an easy way for me to be set for life,
Right.
that's going to come with a rude surprise when you get out
Yes.
into the real world and start having to compete with global competition, because as soon
Exactly.
as you go digital, you're no longer a local business.
That's right.
You're
You're right.
competing with everybody everywhere
In the
on the
world,
planet
yes.
that might have to pay $100 a month rent
Or less.
or less.
Yeah.
Or less. So there will always be a need for construction. There will always be a need. As far as I think, there will always be a need for plumbing and electricity and construction and
Yes.
all of these. And if you can make a lot of money doing that stuff. I'm fortunate I know how to do some stuff, but when it's beyond me and I have to hire somebody to do it, I was like, I picked the wrong line of work. I mean, they make a lot of money doing this stuff, so I love it. So you're focusing your internship on the actual mechanical part of it, like
So it'll be both.
the windows.
So if you've come to visit us, Preferred Glass and Windows, we're here locally, right on Soledad Canyon and Bouquet at the Four Corners. So we have a beautiful showroom. In the showroom, we have several different options for the windows, the mirrors, the showers, and a new year is coming up, 2024, new products come out. So what we intend to have the students do is switch out windows and showers in the shop.
No.
So we won't be sending them out to anyone's home. They
Right.
will still get the hands-on experience because we actually do have actual functional windows
Got
that have stucco and
Displays.
we have displays that are true to life.
Yeah,
so they will get that
aren't
hands-on
you
experience.
in that area where Wycall Carpet used to be?
It's on the corner of Soledad and Bouquet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where Wycall's Carpets used to be. In that, right across here.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
That might have been before me. There's
It was a
Chevron now.
long
There's an
time.
AutoZone
Right,
now.
right. Right.
So yeah, I'm excited because it'll be both. Because
Sure.
I was always interested in business, and I know there's a lot of young people who are interested. So it'll be a great opportunity to get a taste of both what entrepreneurship and business looks like, but also hands-on trade. And again, fully
And
insured.
the hands-on is what's important because not everybody is keyed into this computer stuff.
Right.
Me, for one. Of course, I'm a little bit older than a youngster, but still, some kids are not, they're not clued into that kind of thing. That's not where their expertise is. And having a place to go to learn a trade, I think is extremely important.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the number of car mechanics, because your car is always going to break down at some point. You're going to need something done to it. And if we don't have mechanics to do it, that means the auto industry is going to get richer and richer and richer because you're going to have to replace the car,
Yeah.
And the same thing happens with appliances that you have in your home,
Yeah. And even windows.
Yes.
Very high quality windows will last 30 years
Yes.
or more.
Definitely.
But not everybody can do that, especially when you're buying a new home that needs new windows. You can't necessarily buy the best there is. I was in that position. We moved in, we had to change out all of our windows because it was like they weren't even there.
Wow.
And we thought we were getting a good mid-range product. Some of them we did splurge on, the ones that, the you can see from the street. We got top-end stuff. And then for the rest of the stuff, I wish I would have found a way. I wish I would have found a way to, get the highest quality in every window because it's windy at times.
Oh no.
I mean, I know
Really?
I know
It's
that
windy?
Yeah, I know.
So there's a draft.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought, there's something wrong. We had a fog machine for Halloween, and the windows were closed, and all of a sudden the house was filling up with fog.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay,
That'll do it.
that's where it is. So talk to us a little bit about, all right, these kind of small remodeling projects
Yes.
can be a little pricey for people. What kind of options do people have with like financing for you? Do you finance? Do you have someone come to you with financing? How does that work?
So we connect our clients with financing options. There's a lot that's available. And then also I want to speak to, what you addressed, which is if you have dozens of windows in your home, like that can be a huge project. So
yes, and a very big expense.
Exactly. That can be really expensive. So we help our clients pinpoint what is a priority and what's most important. So it may be the street facing windows. It may be the second floor before the first floor because you have more heat coming in and just more elements up there. So we do a really thorough and in-depth analysis for each client and make sure that what they're getting is the right fit for them.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I know people can go to your store on the corner of Soledad and Bouquet, Barb.
Yeah.
And see some stuff, and they're going to see some new stuff pretty soon.
Yes. We
That's
are
awesome.
switching things out, so that's super fun.
But I also know that you guys make house calls.
We do. Yeah, so if you call us, again, the number
That's-
is 661-255-1170. There's a lot we can accomplish on the phone. And then if clients want to move forward, we schedule a time to go out and measure and, again, have the conversation about what the priorities might be. And then depending on what you're ordering, because there's such a wide range of options available, be it size, color, etc. Sometimes we can get things done quickly. We actually keep some of the standard sizes in stock on some products just to make sure we can service rapidly. But you never know. Some things we may have in stock. Some things may just be a couple days to order, and it also may take longer. So I always encourage people to check in and not just assume like, oh, this will take weeks or months to be able to switch out or upgrade, because that may not be the case depending on what it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you've done my house.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you sure have. I think when you first took over there.
Well, thank you for being a customer.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've. I think you did just about every single window.
And how's it going?
It's going great.
Happy
Going
to hear
great.
it.
Oh yes.
Very happy to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Rose, one quick time.
Yeah.
Contact information, best way to get
Yes.
hold of you.
So we are Preferred Glass and Windows here locally on the corner of Soledad and Bouquet. Our phone number is 661-255-1170. Our website is preferredglassandwindows.net.
Awesome.
Aha,
Thank you so
so
much.
we'll see
You're
you in a
listening
few-
to the Senior Hour, KHTS 98.1 AM 1220, hometownstation.com.
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Thomas Polucki, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And we're speaking with Rose Upshaw from Preferred Glass and Windows. And you have a couple of little things to
Yes,
discuss before
yes.
we
Thank you.
leave the air.
Yes, thank you so much. So at Preferred Glass and Windows, we love our seniors. We have a special discount for seniors only. Is 15% off installed products. And we know that sometimes when you get a home, it's not always new, right? It may have some wear and tear, and so we know
Few
that-
little leakies.
right, over time.
Oh.
Things can shift. And especially now we're getting into some weather where you may be able to realize where the drafts are in the home if there's some leaky windows.
And also that's where the ants come in.
Oh no, not the ants.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's true because of
They
course we have
do.
all these holiday goodies out. There might be
Oh,
a pie
yes.
sitting out on the counter. So we want to make sure we protect it. So please reach out. Preferred Glass and Windows. We are right here local on the corner of Soledad Canyon and Bouquet. Our phone number is 661-255-1170. We do make house calls to come out and help assess what the upgrades may need to be. So please
And what
reach
they
out to
should
us.
be.
Yes, yes. We want
Because
our
I think-
seniors
yeah.
to be cozy.
I think it's important that you give your opinion
Yes.
because, as you say, especially with seniors, sometimes they don't know what they're talking about and they miss things, I do. I miss a lot of things.
Well, our team at Preferred Glass is very, very experienced and very thorough. So we do take the time to go over things. We do windows, mirrors, shower glass, doors, screens. So whatever you need, please reach out.
Yeah, that's
at
very
some
important.
point you have to hand it over and trust the professionals. I have
Yes.
had great experience with Preferred Glass.
Thank
I
you.
do trust them. And the hallmark of a great company is that, A, they've been here for a real long
Yes.
time. And B, when something isn't perfect, they're right on it and take care of it. Customer service instead of getting on a call center somewhere in some country on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
It is taken
And
care
that
of,
happens all
and
the
it's
time.
taken care of within a day.
Thank
which
you.
is amazing. Love preferred glass. Thank you, Rose, for coming in. I'm excited for you and all the new things in 24.
Yes, new
Yes.
products.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for
And
having me.
always, you're always
Yes,
welcome
and
here.
we'll see you next month, probably, won't
Yes.
we?
Yeah, you've been listening
Yes.
to
Next
the
year.
Senior Hour, KHTS, FM 98.1, AM 1220, hometownstation.com, brought to you by Comfort Keepers and Providence Holy Cross.